Welcome to your mid October reading. I hope you are amazing. We are going to jump right in, Aries, and see what we have for you. Slave. Surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. I saw fire. It feels good though. This does not feel bad in the least bit. Let's pull some more cards. Just so I can get a better vision. I think I know where this is going. I'm probably right. Okay, let's see. Owl, wise seeing, wise action. Apple, risk and reward. Okay. Okay. All right, Aries. You're deciding to relinquish control. What I mean by that is it's like you've tried to handle everything on your own, you know? You tried to be the sort of creator of your environment, of your situation, of your love life, whatever. Okay? And I'm focusing the camera if you see me drifting off. And that's all fine and dandy. But it's not working for you that way. So this is like, I'm going to listen to what Spirit has told me. I'm going to listen to what I'm supposed to do. You know, maybe you didn't want a budget. Now you got a budget, you know. It's almost like you had all the information. You had all the choices. And now you don't have any other choice except for to do what it is that you should have been doing. Okay? So it's like relinquishing control to something good though. Right. So it does feel like sort of your free will was taken away, but it's not. It's actually that now you have to follow this path that's actually going to turn out really good at the end. Okay. So yeah. It's like the best risk for you. So I'm going to put it into an example, okay? And I'm going to use money as an example. So let's say you've been having problems with your finances and you're like, oh, I just need to make more money, or, you know, blaming everything else. Like, I need to make more money, or it's because of this, it's because of this. But really, you just need to budget because you're not spending money very well. And it's not something that you want to do because you feel like, I make this money, I can do what I want with it, right? But when it comes down to it, you need to budget for a better tomorrow, for a better future. You know, it's not that it's something that you want to do, but you need to do it. Okay. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Peace. I am a being of love and release all negative energy. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Long story short, you just need to believe in the process. That's all. Of course, you don't want to do it, but it's actually for your best. Like, it is, right? I feel like peace comes because you need to, like, come to terms with the situation. But I don't know. It just feels good. I don't really have much to say. We'll get into the cards, but It's just like you don't want to do it. It's uncomfortable. It's not your favorite place to be, but you need to do it, you know? It's kind of like when you're in high school and you have homework to do, but you want to go out to a party. Yeah, but you need to do the homework, you know? Okay. So five of swords, 8 of wands. This is the Edgar Allan Poe deck, in case you wondered. Page, I think that's what it's called. Page of cups. That's what it is. They might call it something different. Queen of wands, 10 of wands, Queen of swords, 4 of pentacles, 2 of wands, the Empress. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of cups and the 2 of cups. How many major arcana we have? We have the Empress. That's it. Yeah, the reason why you only have the Empress is because this is about growth and nurturing. It's what this is about. It's about putting your energy into a productive wavelength to help you out. So nurturing yourself isn't always about fun. And that's why we have the Queen of Swords here and the 2 of Wands. Because if it was always about fun, you wouldn't have a direction, right? Sometimes you have to buckle down and make the hard decisions, which is what the Queen of Swords does. But I also see that you just don't. It's not a happy decision, right? It's interesting because I see that you have been. Sorry, I do the the overall energy, but we just jumping right in apparently, because the Page of Cups tells me like you've had your fun. You know, it has very whimsical energy to me. Like you might have been dating around or going on small trips, spending money on things you want, buying a new purse, buying a new pair of shoes, whatever it is. But these are not lasting decisions. These are like decisions that make you feel good for the moment, or something that makes you feel good for the moment. But there's no long term to it. And we're getting you more in long-term energy, Aries. Okay? That's what's going on. So this is about nurturing for longevity. Okay? Let's do the overall energy because I seem to have skipped it. 10 of Cups in reverse and the 2 of Cups. So this tells me that you haven't been happy or you've been bitter. I don't want to say bitter. This is like angry. This is like not having connection. This is like bad relationships and feeling the need to sort of have a relationship to fulfill that, or finding something to fulfill that sort of lack of happiness or that bond that you want to have. It's like a disharmony or things being out of balance. And it could be that you are looking for somebody or to fill that void or something to fill that void. And this is taking you a step back, right? To realize that that's not the end game. There's more to this than just that, than just finding someone or just finding something to make you feel good for that moment or feel that need for that second, you know? This is more paying more attention to longevity types of things. Okay. Let me see. 5 of Swords. Yeah, this is a need to look at the bigger picture. You may feel out of sorts. I'm getting like inner chaos type of thing. Inner chaos. It's like you were doing all these things to feel good, but you're noticing that it's not working in that manner. It's not taking you down that road that you want to take. it's almost like in order to find happiness, more burdens have been created. And you're burnt out, Aries, of this kind of rat race. And you're like, okay, now I need to make new decisions. So what I'm getting from this is like budgeting, spending more time with kids. I don't know why that's coming up. Less time dating, cutting certain people off. You're just making some changes. Because it almost looks like you were trying to keep yourself busy to block out the chaos. That's what it looks like, you know? And yes, I do feel like it gave you those moments, but it's not enough to keep you going, right? It gave you those moments. So, yeah, it almost looked like it created more heaviness, more burdens. So it's time for you to separate yourself from something, some activity, maybe even a person, to get some sort of clarity. It's like you have to step away from something, change how you've been reacting or what you've been doing. I will say this, Aries, you're going to notice that you hold on too tight to something. There's something in your life that you need to take a break from, that you make excuses for why you have to do it, or you have to be around this, or you have to do this, but really you don't. And I feel like this is being brought to your attention, whether you want to hear it or not. It definitely is going to be brought to your attention in the second half of October. Yeah, and this is your chance to work on it from, not from scratch, but to start from there. This is your chance to make that decision for yourself. Interesting. Let's talk about this Page of Cups here. Yeah, it's like you were searching for things to make you happy or to fulfill you, but they're not long-term things. Okay? It's like searching for things to make you happy that's not for the long term. Yeah, that's it. That's really what it is. It feels kind of selfish in a way. I don't know why that's coming up. Queen of Cups. It's very interesting because it feels like if you have a lot of stuff going on or a lot of stuff around you, it feels like you have things going on, or like people care about you, or you have other things to focus on. It's very interesting. Because I'm going to be honest, Aries, overall, it feels like there is a bigger issue, but you're trying to sort it down to a smaller issue. Yeah, there's a bigger issue here. Let me see. Yeah. It looks like there's something you need to take care of. It may be financial. It may be financial, but there's something you need to take care of that is throwing you out of sorts. Okay? It could be loneliness. It could be you ignoring something like finances, the truth in something, instead of working on it. Instead of working on that, you're putting the focus on other things. Yeah. For some reason, you feel like it has something to do with your confidence, but that's not true. Um, it's not true. It's not your confidence. You're like, oh, I need to focus on myself or make it all about me. But that's not really what it is. There's other reasons. And it has nothing to do with your This is interesting. It has nothing to do with your ego. It has everything to do with impulsivity. So it's less about how you feel about something now, how you want to deal with something now. Think long-term issues, long-term dedication to something. This is very broad, isn't it? Uh, be careful of falling in love again. I feel like somebody's coming in like on a white horse towards you, and you're seeing what you want to see. So it's almost like you're getting yourself stuck into another type of situation, because I feel like there's some truth here that you need to see about the future. It feels like I'm going to generalize this, but it's like everyone you meet looks like the one. And that's not true. That is not true ever. Everyone is not the one. But that's what it looks like. It's like you're making a bad decision. You're making a bad decision. That's all I'm going to say. Be careful of trying to hold on too tight to things. Yeah, because I'm going to be honest. I see you putting yourself in a situation, Aries, where you're like, this is the one, or this is the thing I need, and it's not the thing you need. And then you're going to lose hope for relationships or a better future for yourself. Yeah, don't let this be a situation where you get stuck and you stop believing in God, spirituality, yourself, faith. Because it feels to me like you're putting your faith in the wrong things. Instead of trusting God, the universe, your spirit guides, whatever you believe in. Take a risk to try something different. Because I feel like everything is leading you to understand that and to see it clearly, but you have to be at peace to accept that. Okay. This is going to close it up for me. Miracle, victim. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Gossip. It's like you're putting your faith in the wrong things. That's all that is, right? And constantly making yourself the victim emotionally. It's like you're putting yourself in these situations where at the end you're like, why is it always me? Right? When it could be something different. It's like you're not paying attention. It's like you're not paying attention to how things are playing out for you specifically. Yeah, there's another story here of your story is your own. Your story is not going to be the same as this friend's or this cousin's or this person over here. It's your specific story. So you have to listen to your specific storyline and your specific lessons It's not someone else's. So you can't say, oh, why did this work out for them? Or why can't I have this? You know, it's like, figure out what works for you. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when I was coming into the knowledge of myself and who I am and things like that. And I don't know where this came from, but I had this, I'm going to say experience, where I realized that it's not about being like this classmate or this friend who gets all the attention or this. I have to work with what I have. Same goes with makeup. When you put makeup on, you have to work with your face. You can't wear the same makeup you did when you were a teenager as when you're 40. Your face has changed. You know, your aesthetic changes. That's what it reminds me of. It's like you have to adjust to the lessons that you're learning, to the information that you're given. You can't just keep doing the same things over and over again and expecting it to come out differently and not the same, you know? It's just time to experiment and try something new, Aries. It's okay to have faith, but don't have faith in things that make you a victim, you know? I don't know how else to put that. All right. Well, I'll leave it there. I love you. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.